Hello and welcome to ActiveNet Insights. ActiveNet Insights is all about letting suppliers share with us the reasons they come to ActiveNet, but more importantly, the types of things that they want to talk to our operators and our buyers about to help get the sector back on its feet, but more importantly, how to recover to a better place. And today I'm very pleased to be joined by David Stalker from Myzone. David, how are you today?
I'm fantastic, all things considered, feeling great. Thanks, David.
Good, that's fantastic. So you've been a really strong supporter of ActiveNet. You've been to every single event, and actually, I think we had the belts quite early as ActiveNet and put some teams together and things on our very first event. So can you tell us why Myzone comes to ActiveNet?
Yeah, for us, ActiveNet is just an ideal opportunity to get together with people who are our key audience, but are people who we really recognise, particularly as community health delivery partners. You have a load of those, and that fits exactly with Myzone. So it's the opportunity to talk with decision makers, like-minded people, health and fitness professionals, and people, particularly in ActiveNet's case, who are largely making a difference in communities, and therefore the link is so enormous.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And it's quite interesting, that whole piece around getting together, because it is a very social event. And we're trying really hard with the online platform to give people the opportunity to socialise. So there'll be informal networking. We're going to provide teas and coffees in the morning to people in a treat box. And we're going to let suppliers like yourselves actually host a table in the evening if you want to as well. So for those of you who've been to ActiveNet, absolutely, we are going to try and reflect our event and our social event as much as we can. So the most important part of the conversation, though, David, is what is Myzone up to at the moment? I know you've done some work. I love my Myzone belt. It's really kept me motivated. But you've got some nice developments that our buyers and our operators might be interested in.
Yeah, I know you're a Myzone fan, Dave, because we're on the link together and liking each other and motivating each other daily. But with this, at this point, Myzone is a B2B product. So, and our success is belt sales. That's where our success lies. And so our success is intrinsically aligned with the operator. If they're being successful, the product is selling, and we're both reaping the reward. So we have really looked at what's happened over this period and the change in the environment, and this enormous change, which is going to be about community health delivery. I mean, if the industry drops that bomb this time when it's been handed to them on a plate, it's a big mistake. Now, with us, we have looked to develop the product in order to make it even better for operators to be able to embrace their community. So we've launched Myzone Remote, which is an online timetable, which you can either use our timetable or your own, which means you are speaking to the people who are not able, obviously right now, no one can get into your facility, but even down the line, let's not kid ourselves, the world has changed. You're going to need to be able to have an online, offline offering. So there is that is exciting for us to talk to people at ActiveNet about and see them embrace. And, without sort of kind of letting the cookie out of the bag, we've got some other things that are coming down the line, which fit perfectly with your timing, that will make a big difference. But the biggest thing for us with ActiveNet is to talk about the products and show how we've adjusted in order to help you in these difficult times. And we want to understand more. It's a two-way thing. It's not just about take Myzone. It's listen. For me, it's listen. What are the challenges? Have we answered those? Do we have those on our roadmap? How can we help? What can we do? And that kind of thing. So this time in March, one of the big things I'll be taking back from it is what else can we possibly doing? Where do we need to change our sprints? What are more important? What are helping? And to look seriously at people who have got big problems and big challenges and say, yeah, we reckon we can be one of your solutions. And that isn't, we can take money off you and do nothing. It's we can work with you to both of our benefits and hopefully all come out of this situation stronger, healthier community delivery partners. I say it, you hear it loads and loads of times on things, but this is what it's about. So so that's what Myzone plans with ActiveNet. Super exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And that whole piece around that community engagement and community partner is so valuable. You know, I'm a lone exerciser. As you know, I run, I cycle, I occasionally play squash, occasionally play hockey. But the connectivity between me and 30 others on a 3,000 MEP challenge, or 170 industry legends, or whoever it is, and as you said, that you get comments, you get, it's really motivating. It really drives you. And if operators can get that sense of community as part of what they do in their engagement in the future, as you say, that's going to be so powerful. So
Yeah,
why do you think we haven't done it? Why hasn't it been something that we've grabbed before?
I think probably the reason we haven't grabbed it before is because that we set off with the best possible intentions each month at driving community engagement and all the rest of it, and then in most places suddenly you realise the DD line or the sales line has slipped off, so all the focus comes in about piling them high in the top, and not what we're really talking about is the retention of them, because that's what community delivery, that's what social, that is what talking to people, that's what MEPS challenges are, that's what badges, gamification, whatever. It's really, it's not, you know, it's not the total retention thing, but it could be a big part of that retention package. So I think that the reason it hasn't happened before is because we set off with the best intentions and then we stray. We set off with the best intentions and when we stray. And you would think that we must learn that that we have a much more important part to play in the future and health of this nation than just those who do it all the time. We need to be those delivery partners.
No, absolutely. And that makes an awful lot of sense. David, thank you so much for your time. Really useful. And I'm sure this will generate a lot of interest with our buyers and our operators. And we're also planning on doing some Myzone Remote as part of the exercise classes that we always do at ActiveNet. So people will be able to get a sample of it as well, which will be really useful. So David, thank you so much for your time. You take care and we will see you soon.
Can't wait. Thank you very much, David. Cheers.